Hey, thanks for joining me again. Um, Putting out another video, this time talking about Jake Paul. So I'm gonna try and bang out as much videos as I can tonight since I have some free time. But yeah, Jake Paul, right? I mean, if you're into fight sports, combat sports, you know about Jake Paul. You know about you know, what's been transpiring over the last couple of months with him and his brother as well, Logan Paul. So I think yesterday the news dropped that Jake Paul's fighting Ben Askren. So it's confirmed, and official. I'm not sure if they've signed contracts yet, but I think this is as far as any negotiations have gotten. I mean, they were negotiating to fight back in Christmas last year, right? Around that time. Anyway, didn't happen. It looks like it ended up happening now. There's been some interviews I've seen from the both of them. It looks like it's happening, so it looks pretty good. Mm, I'm gonna say though, this video is about Jake Paul and my opinion on the guy, and it's not the common opinion. I don't hate the guy. I'm a fan. And I'll tell you why. I think he's a pretty smart guy. He's a very enterprising young fellow, and he's done well for himself, and he's continuing to do that. And I don't have any real reason to hate him. He's a bit annoying, but at my age, I don't know if it's an age thing, but honestly, for me, it is. Um, it takes more than being annoying for me to hate you, you know. So, but I see through it, and what I see is a young guy who realizes, who sees something about the way internet is and the way people are towards social media. And it seems like people pay more attention to someone if they're hateable rather than likable. And he's exploiting this. And it's quite obvious. It's like it doesn't seem like an accident. He does things, he's a total douchebag, and it's just like the thing is, you could audit this kid, right? You say he's a D-bag, I hate him. But, what is he doing? He's exploiting people's hate. Look at his numbers. Look at his pay-per-views that he's been involved in. Look at the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. Look at his YouTube channel. Look at what he's amassed from what he's done so far. And look at the attention he's getting just from this fight, and his brother as well. So these things are undeniable. You can audit them and realize that this guy's actually doing well at what he's doing. So without a real reason to hate the kid, I saw his both his professional fights. I haven't seen his amateur fight, but and I've seen more of the one with Nate Robinson more than the other one. The other one was with another YouTuber, right? Um, what was his name? Anderson Gibb, right? Anderson Gibb. I mean, he's not, Jake Paul's certainly not a super talented boxer like Ryan Garcia, who has potential to be like one of the best, right? But he doesn't suck either. And to be honest, I think most people who look at Jake Paul and talk shit and don't really train, you probably get your ass whooped easy by this guy. He's a tough kid. I train myself, and I think he's certainly training more than I am. Um, I don't think I could take him. I mean, maybe give me a couple more months, and I'm certainly gonna surpass him. But at this stage, I can't say confidently that I could defeat him. So, I mean, I'm excited to see him go up against Ben Askren. Because Ben Askren, no doubt, is going to be his biggest and closest thing to an actual professional fighter that he's faced in his whole stint of him and his brother boxing, right? Um, let's see. Honestly, I'm rooting for the kid. I want to see him boxing better than he did in Nate Robinson when he faced Nate Robinson. I want to see him win against Ben Askren. And I want to see him silence the haters. I love it when that happens. Um, and who knows how he'll be when he's older. But you know what? I still don't have any reason to hate on the kid until I hear some news that he did something really fucked up. I don't have any reason to do it. I'm gonna be paying for the pay-per-view and watching because I'd like to see it. It's entertaining to me. And to close, in that same vein of these YouTubers boxing. I mean, I guess I'm a YouTuber myself, posting a lot of content lately here. But look, I don't see anything wrong with these YouTubers sort of boosting a sport that's kind of let's be honest, they're not really as popular or really marketing themselves as well as other sports are, like the UFC or the NBA or other sports. They could do a lot better. So I think this is helping them ultimately. You can't deny that it's bringing a younger audience to boxing. Mm, and anyone who says that's not happening, it's bringing a younger audience, is either very bitter and so bitter that it's making them sound stupid, um, or just plain low IQ stupid. And sorry to say that, but I mean, you just can't deny it, right? And I think boxing, like I said it before on this channel, I think they need it. So yeah, to sum it all up, uh, I'm a fan. Jake Paul, I'm rooting for you, man. Like, I hope you train hard for Ben Askren. And I hope he doesn't underestimate him either. Ben Askren has 19 wins and two losses, right? His last two fights were losses. And I don't know how driven Ben Askren is. I'm not really a big fan of him, but he is a champion of ONE FC. He's a champion of Bellator, right? And all I want to say is this guy is not devoid of. He's boxed. He's trained boxing. You can't be a champion of ONE FC and Bellator and not box. He knows how to strike. He knows how to defend strikes. Okay. He's maybe not good at it. He spent hours, many hundreds of hours, I bet, boxing. So don't underestimate this guy. And if Jake Paul beats him, yeah, sure, you could always make that argument that he beat a guy who's notorious for not being very good at striking or not good at all in striking. Fair enough. But it's still his toughest challenge, closest thing to a fighter that he's fought, certainly. Maybe a retired fighter, just had his hip replaced. But, you know, it is what it is. I hope he wins in a not a brutal fashion. I hope he doesn't hurt Ben Askren, and I hope he faces a real boxer next, or a real MMA fighter who has striking abilities. Not some Dylan Dennis or fucking. Why don't you go fight Royce Gracie? It's just kind of weird, right? But yeah, okay, that's it about Jake Paul. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, like if you're a friend, please subscribe. You share this with your friends who are into like fight sports and combat sports. I talk about other things here as well, but that's really the main focus so far. Yeah, stay safe from COVID wherever you are. This thing's raging. Right now it's 10 p.m. in Madrid. It's getting a bit cold, so I'm gonna put a jacket on, a little indoor jacket or hoodie, and Yeah, maybe bust out another video. I have a few other topics I want to talk about, but let's see. I could say that for tomorrow as well. But whatever the case may be, have a good night, guys, and yeah, stay safe. Bye bye.